Hi, my name is Laura Grammer, and I did my habitat analysis along the stream bank of Minebank Run in Cromwell Valley Park in Baltimore County, Maryland. Cromwell Valley Park is located near Towson, Maryland. It's a part of the Lower Gunpowder Falls watershed. It's located within parts of Cromwell Valley Park and is actually downstream of the Loch Raven Dam. Minebank Run is then a tributary to the Gunpowder River, which then leads to the Chesapeake Bay. In addition to the Minebank Run stream valley, this location also contains open meadows, farm fields, orchards, and wooded Piedmont hills. So a little history. This area was settled in the early 1700s and was used mainly for agriculture. A little interesting piece of history is the limestone kilns, which are actually a couple are still standing throughout the trails of the park today. They were used in the late 1700s for farm field rejuvenation. There was also iron ore mining along the stream, which is actually where Minebank Run got its name. Maryland Parks and Rec took over the land in 1993, and over the past 50 years, there have been increasing urbanization and residential development in the area surrounding Minebank Run and Cromwell Valley Park. So the increasing development can be seen here in these aerial maps. The one on the left is from 1956, and you can see all the farmlands that were relevant at the time. And then the one on the right is from 2013, and you can see all the increased development, the residential communities where many of the farmlands used to be. The main geology for Minebank Run is the abundant supply of Cockeysville marble, which is the blue color of the map. Cockeysville marble was used to make lime powder in the limestone kilns. It's also most famous for its use in the Washington Monument and in many front steps of Baltimore roadhouses. This is a topography map of Minebank Run, as the yellow arrow points to the middle of Minebank Run. And it really shows the elevation, which is kind of the tan color on both sides of Minebank Run. Shows the elevation that creates the valley that it flows through. So the surrounding urbanization has led to a flashy stream flow system, as you can see in the hydrology graph in the lower right corner with a very sharp peak. As a result of this flow, there's low soil absorption since the flow moves so rapidly through the system. So it's no surprise that this stream has been a focus in the past for several stream restorations. My objective for this analysis is to use a field method we learned to determine if, due to the current conditions surrounding Minebank Run, has its floodplain access been affected based on the species that are found adjacent to the stream bank. And as a result, are there any wetland species in the sample site adjacent that would indicate that Minebank Run indeed has access to its floodplain? The method I chose to find this information out was the point-intercept method, analysis of tree species. And my result based on each transect showed that the species black walnut was present in every transect, with eastern sycamore and box elder also present in the transects, but they were only in the ones closer to the stream bank, so 0 through 30. After comparing the analysis, the black walnut is indeed the dominant tree species. It was found throughout all of the transects, and it had an important value of 1.61 due to the much higher basal area than the other two. Box elder was the second with an important value of 0.228, and then eastern sycamore was the third with an important value of 0.162. The dominant species, black walnut, had a wetland indicator status of FACU, which is an upland status. These species usually occur in non-wetlands. The box elder has a wetland status of FAC. These species occur in both wetlands and non-wetlands. And then the eastern sycamore has a wetland indicator of FACW. and these species usually occur in wetlands, but they may also occur in non-wetlands. And these indicators are all based off of our region here in Maryland, which is the Eastern Mountains and Piedmont. So in conclusion, the dominant species that was found in the sample site, black walnut, is not a characteristic of a wetland because it had an upland indicator status. So this result supports the claim that Minebank Run's access to its floodplain is indeed affected. The hydrology characteristics of the stream and from increasing urbanization has led to channel incision, reduced soil saturation. So this in turn then confines Minebank Run, and it reduces its floodplain connectivity. So with changes to the area surrounding Minebank Run that it resides in to improve its connectivity, if changes are made to improve the health of the stream, then there could be a possible shift from the upland species that were found to more wetland species. If there's more access to its floodplain and more flooding occurs, then more wetland species will be tolerated in the adjacent area.